Recently, my life has been very much like an Indiana Jones movie. So let me explain, let me elaborate. I would say the past 18 months, I've had this deep sense, this deep calling, this deep urge to go to places far and away, spiritual sacred sites, to go and like heal the land and have the land heal me. It's an expansion of sorts, a spiritual expansion. So I've listened to the call, I've listened to that deep yearning, and I've honoured it and actually went. So my first trip was to Ibiza. No, it didn't go to party. On the other side of the island is it's divine. In fact, the island as a whole is crystalline, so the energy is just sublime. So went there, then went on to Egypt, and then have recently been to Peru. So I want to share with you as to why I've gone to these places, because as I'm always banging on about expansion and getting out of your comfort zone to gain the growth, that's fundamentally why I did it. I felt if I went to these faraway places, I would be in my uncomfortable zone and I would gain exactly that. So the process of me going to these places, let me just take you right back to the beginning. This is how Marie rolls. So I sign up for these trips and I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's do these places, you know, Egypt, whatever, not scared, awesome. Sat there on the internet on my laptop going, click, yeah, I'll go, while I'm sat there with my cup of tea and my sheepskin slippers in the comfort of my own home. Not a problem, feeling like a warrior, yo. That's 8 months prior to the trip. So let's flash forward now, a few days before me getting on the plane. This is me at home. I don't want to go. Crying, hyperventilating. I'm so scared. Oh, this is just not what I wanted. That's me on the inside. But you see, everybody thinks I've got a good poker game face because it's not what goes on the outside. I always look chill, laughing and joking. On the inside, I'm terrified. So I just wanted to be vulnerable and share that moment with you to say that when we do these things and we go into these big adventures, it's not easy, but we do it anyway. I do it anyway. So to go on these trips helps me further expand, go into the dark corners of myself so I can learn more and experience more and then share with others. That's really why I do it. But when I'm in the moment of being terrified, I'm thinking at the time, why am I doing this? This is just ridiculous. So I wanted to share with you my recent experience in Peru. I was blessed enough to just have everything aligned to get me there. And I worked with an amazing star being, sister, mentor, friend. Oh, she's wonderful. She's called Cielanu. And I'm going to tag her information in this post because she's doing another trip to Egypt next year, another retreat of which I am going along to work with her. Anybody who feels on their energetic spiritual journey where they're wanting to go deeper and what I'm talking about is resonating, I suggest that you make a connection with Cielanu because this is probably the trip that will break you out of that shell. So back to my Peru trip. It wasn't what I expected. I knew it was going to be hard and I knew it was going to be challenging and I knew it was going to be divine and amazing. It was all of the above. I mean, we went up to the sacred mountain, Apu Osongate, which is freezing cold, very powerful mountain. And we stayed up there with the locals. And it was just heaven on earth. I can't put it into words, but the challenges were real. I didn't have that chance to run down the road to my friend going, right, time out, this is far too challenging emotionally. I'm going to go for tea with my friend down the road and just put a lid on it until tomorrow. I didn't have that. I didn't have my husband on FaceTime because there's no network. Believe me, I would have phoned him if I could. All I had was me, myself and I. So I had to deal with my stuff. And I did. Don't think I really had a choice, but I did. But I was very much held in the loving energies of Cielanu and my family members, my star family members, to hold me in that space to get through what I had to get through. The second week was very much the same. The Inca Trail, hiking, physically challenged, mentally challenged, emotionally challenged. But on the flip mode, the best thing that ever happened to me, because I was pushed to such a point of, I'm going to say breakage in the most positive sense ever, because when you break, that's when you can put yourself back together exactly how you want to be. So flash forward to the end of the trip. I walked through Cape Town Airport like, yeah, I conquered. I had this such an overwhelming sense of achievement and so proud of myself. Self-love, compassion for myself. Usually we're so hard on ourselves. I was like, no, Marie, you are amazing. That was what basically was brought forth after the trip. And then of course since then it's been taking me a while to post because I've been processing so much of the energy and just coming back down to earth a little bit. The most amazing thing I've ever done. Changed me as a person, changed me spiritually, changed the gifts that I was accessing before, completely changed now on a different level. It's like snakes and ladders, but in a good way. It's whizzed me around and I've gone up a couple of ladders and I'm now there. So I cannot recommend these kind of trips if you are spiritual practitioners or people that just want to find a deeper sense of you. But just sidestepping and you don't want to do these trips, you can also access these lessons in many different ways. Like I've said before, move to a different town, change your job, whatever it might be. Uncomfortable zones are all around us, guys, so all you got to do is tap in. So in the next few days, I'm going to be sharing tips of the day, which I am pulling from my trip that I've just been through. Each lesson came probably about 10 a day. So I'm actually going to go through what I discovered, maybe stood on a mountaintop by a glacier, of which you can apply to your office job, school run, or business partnership, whatever. So I'm going to bring it down to you guys and I'm going to share with you. So I hope what I bring through is assistive. Feel free to comment and share because remember, it's always about the community. And wishing you a very happy day for today. Peace, peace, and peace.